Black Lives Matter. Många kopplar de tre orden till 2020. Till kravaller, förödelse och upplopp. Men Black Lives Matter handlar om någonting helt annat. Hur beskriver då organisationen sig själva? Black Lives Matter was founded in 2013 in response to the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murder. Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation Incorporated is a global organization in the US, the UK, and Canada, whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on black communities by the state and vigilantes. By combating and countering acts of violence, creating space for black imagination and innovation, and centering black joy, we are winning immediate improvements in our lives. Black Lives Matter är alltså inte bara löst sammanhängande demonstrationer under juni förra året, utan en rörelse med rötter i det tidiga 2010-talet i USA. Vi blickar bakåt till händelsen som enligt organisationen var starten för rörelsen Black Lives Matter.
Neighborhood watch captain in Florida who shot and killed an unarmed 17-year-old.
Trayvon Martin, an unarmed black teenager, was shot down by a white neighborhood watchman.
The newly released video and eyewitness reports about the struggle in the moments before that gunshot rang out.
Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin.
We're Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin föddes den 5 februari 1995 i Miami Gardens, Florida. Den 26 februari 2012 promenerade den då 17-åriga Martin genom hans pappas bostadsområde i Sanford, Florida, när George Zimmerman, ledaren över grannsamverkan, såg en suspekt person framför hans fordon. Mot polisens order stiger Zimmerman ut ur sin bil och skjuter Trayvon Martins döds. Efter mordet är det få som engagerar sig i fallet. Det är trots allt inte ovanligt att svarta män skjuts på gatorna. Men det är när Florida State Attorney Norm Wolfinger bedömer fallet som självförsvar och Zimmerman friges utan arrest som allmänheten reagerar. George Zimmerman mördade en svart tonåring utan anledning och kunde stolt promenera hem från poliskontoret. Detta blev droppen bensin som tände lågan för kampen med polisens våld och orättvisa behandling mot svarta. Händelsen spreds som löpeld över sociala medier och det var under den följande tidens demonstrationer som hashtaggen Black Lives Matter användes för första gången. Efter Trayvon Martin kom Eric Garner, som 2014 ströps ihjäl av polis i New York. Och efter det Michael Brown, som sköts i Ferguson, Missouri. Något som ledde till vad som kan kallas The Ferguson Riots.
You must disperse immediately. Now, this is an order.
Under alla dessa demonstrationer ropades orden Black Lives Matter. Men Black Lives Matter är inte bara protester och demonstrationer efter enstaka händelser. Vad som startades efter Trayvon Martins död har spridits, fått fart och blivit en global rörelse för svartas rättigheter. Så vad är då Black Lives Matter? Och vad vet vi om det? Vi frågar göteborgarna.
My name is Nantogozo Shabalala. Nantogozo means mother of happiness in Zulu. I am from South Africa and I have been living in Sweden for about 3 years now, heading to 4. And every day I'm still shocked that I'm still here, but I make use of what is. I mean, myself, I'm a trained graphic designer, but then I've been working as a multidisciplinary sort of artist, doing different things. And I enjoy creating, and I love to specifically also create images that are empowering, that remind us of like who I am and who we are as people of color, and specifically people of African descent, aka Black people. To me, it's an affirmation. It means having had grown up in a small town in the middle of, I'd say, nowhere in South Africa, and be in a school that has predominantly white teachers with predominantly black students, and living that reality your entire sort of upbringing, and realizing that every moment spent in an environment like that, your identity is jeopardized in one way or another. In the so-called 94, which is when I was born, there is a somewhat idea that all the things that happened before 94, including racism, including apartheid, the concept itself, and different structural discrimination, that they have somehow disappeared, but they did not. When I hear the words Black Lives Matter, it is an affirmation for that young Nonto who grew up in the small racist town, went to a school that told me not to speak my language, told me all of these things about who I was, and told me to leave that at home when I'm in this space, that I am important.
Ett exempel på hur rörelsen har spridits och utvecklats är när begreppet används av atleterna LeBron James och Carmelo Anthony när de talar till offentligheten om polisvåldet i USA.
And us, I know people get tired of hearing me say it, but we are scared as black people in America. Black men, black women, black kids, we are terrified.
Även ytterligare en av de viktigaste händelserna i rörelsens historia och när rörelsen nådde det Vita huset. Då NFL-spelaren Colin Kaepernick tar knä under nationalsången för att visa sitt stöd till Black Lives Matter. En gest som skulle komma till att återvändas gång på gång för att visa sitt stöd för kampen mot rasism. Alla dessa händelser skedde i USA, men problemet och rasismen finns även i Sverige.
First of all, I think the denial of it all is probably the most harmful, and that finds itself in all different ways. And if we're talking about Gothenburg, we're talking about a segregated city, and so that's already visual in how different people experience the city, how different people move around the city, the realities that exist in the periphery of the city versus the realities that also exist within the city center. There's so many different examples, like how much money is being invested in the city center versus in the periphery. It's not equal. It's not an equal society, and it's a society that's in denial. So how do you tell someone that you're struggling from being racist if they can't even acknowledge that there are brown people in the country? That's the sad part. It's, oh, we're not racist. No, we're not. But don't look at our cities. No, don't look at who gets the funding from all the big organizations. Don't look at the names of board members. No, don't look at that. Don't look at who owns the housing. Don't look at who the bus drivers are. Don't look at who gets the less funding. Don't look at that. No, it's nothing. Our branding is amazing. We're here for everyone, and we're gonna do great. First of all, being allies, just be an ally. But that means, yes, you have to put yourself in line of whatever shit show is going to happen, because that's what being an ally means, is really forgetting about yourself, forgetting about your privileges, forgetting about anything that would benefit you that does not benefit the next person, and just making space for those people. You have to take the fall for your fellow people of color in order to be a true ally, in order to be someone who's gonna stand, you know, like between all the shit that people face. I would say my very first sort of exposure to saying that now I am engaging specifically with Black Lives Matter was when we were organizing the BLM protest here in Gothenburg. So it was a few of us, and we basically were kind of just like, I think, sitting in our different spaces, like, we need to do something. We need to do something. We don't know what that something is, but we need to do something. And we all ended up connecting together and and put together what is known as the Gothenburg BLM protest.
Videoklipp på George Floyds mord sprids som löpeld över media efter att några civila har filmat händelsen som ägde rum den 25 maj 2020. George Floyd var en afroamerikansk småbarnspappa från Minneapolis, USA, innan han föll offer för den polisbrutalitet mot svarta som råder i USA. Efter att Floyds sista andetag blivit offentligt för allmänheten att se, växte ett engagemang världen över för kampen mot rasism. Många tänker på den här händelsen när de hör orden Black Lives Matter. Men som bevisat så handlar det inte om en enskild händelse, utan ett systematiskt förtryck mot svarta. Ett förtryck som blivit hjärtefrågan för rörelsen Black Lives Matter.